And welcome back to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Steve Swat. My guest of the segment is Heather Wong, who's a second-year student in the School of Pharmacy at the University of the Pacific. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
So I guess I have to ask you this. When you were a little girl and someone said, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" Did you say a pharmacist?
Actually, no. I wanted to be a sharpshooter or bus driver or a hypnotist.
Ah, well, you got a better career path now, so congratulations.
Thank you.
And as part of your of what you do at the University of the Pacific at the School of Pharmacy, I know for a couple of years now you've been doing outreach into the various communities, looking for those seniors who are about to go on Medicare and trying to give them a little guidance, because it can be a pretty difficult task.
Yes, it can. Our school is actually part of a statewide collaborative initiative called Partners in D, and what our primary objective is to help those seniors obtain the best benefit they can out of their Medicare Part D coverage. This was made possible by a generous fund from the Amgen Foundation.
And I do know, I mean, there are so many Medicare plans, and I know you can go online on the U.S. government site and sort of navigate that and try to figure that out, but one, it's overwhelming, and two, there are a lot of people who don't have internet access.
That's true. Actually, the majority of people in the country who are eligible for Medicare don't have internet access. And in California alone, there's over 50 plans to choose from. And the only way you can make accurate comparisons amongst those plans is to use that online plan finder tool. And it can be a very overwhelming process for many people to go through on an annual basis. But what we do as student pharmacists is help you go through that.
And how do you do that? I mean, what do you do when someone should show up at one of your clinics or forums?
Well, we do have a number of public outreach events throughout the San Joaquin and Santa Clara area, and we ask people to bring their red, white, and blue Medicare card, as well as all of their prescription medications, to our outreach events. And what we do is use those items as well as the online plan finder tool, and we help identify what's the best Medicare Part D plan for them.
And we really should say, you've been doing this for 2 years. Last year, I know you had quite a number of seniors come in, but you saved them a lot of money, didn't you?
Yes, we did. Last year we saw 72 people and saved them over $36,000. So that breaks down to about $500 per person on annual savings.
Do you find that for some of the seniors who don't have a computer or don't have internet access, they don't even enroll in Medicare?
Well, actually, the problem is even if they do enroll in a Part D plan, everything changes from year to year, and many of them may not even be aware of that, and they're stuck in the same plan. So it's important to evaluate it on an annual basis, because premiums change, cost share structures are changing, and they really need to look at things every year.
So even those 72 folks who you saw last year, you want them to come back this year?
Yes, we do, and even more so.
Really? And so you have events, really, in what I understand, Lodi, Modesto, Stockton, San Jose, I mean, really throughout the area. And this is being done statewide with other schools of pharmacy?
There are 7 schools of pharmacy that participate as well.
That's really interesting. How confusing do you, I mean, when you talk to people, do they say they have no clue, no idea?
Well, many of them are usually, like I said, enrolled in one plan, and they kind of stick with it from year after year, and the terminology can get confusing, and that's where student pharmacists are able to assist them. We're at a really unique advantage to helping people, because as student pharmacists, we have that drug knowledge, and we can talk to them about possibly switching certain medications. They may not be aware of certain generics that might be available, or therapeutic equivalents.
Great. Well, we're out of time, but Heather Wong, student pharmacist, thank you very much for coming by, talking about the great program at the University of the Pacific.
Great, thank you.
Appreciate it. And thank